Come here now, girl.
Hi, Bonbon here. Now, it might have come to your attention there are a lot of people out there who genuinely believe that the Earth is flat. I'm not one of them, and I'm going to completely debunk this and disprove this in today's show using the power of Cities Skylines. First of all, let's get rid of the elephant in the room, because a lot of you are going to be laughing about this. Yes, Cities Skylines is actually a flat Earth as such. It's only meant to represent 18 kilometers squared, and so therefore it's not intended to be a representation of a globe, just a small segment of a globe. But its being flat is very useful for producing a flat Earth model, which is what we have here. Flat Earthers think that they are living on a disk, so I produced here a disk elevated up here, lovely. And I have surrounded the disc with an ice wall made out of concrete because I don't have ice to hand. And we have concrete in the middle representing the Arctic Ocean, or the Arctic within the Arctic Ocean. And I've drawn out some continents here. This is the Americas, North America, Greenland, South America. I know it's too wide, but it's a flat Earth model. Don't blame me, blame them. Then over here we have Europe and Asia, the United Kingdom up here. This is Russia, China, India, Arabia, Africa. And then over here we have Indonesia. Completely forgot to put in Japan. Sorry, Japan. Then we have Australia, Tasmania, and New Zealand, because New Zealand always get forgotten. So I made sure they were included, especially on the day that I'm recording this, where they have lost the World Cup final at cricket to England. Hurrah! Go England. Right, so anyways, the flat Earth model, the day-night cycle. Now there is a day-night cycle within Cities Skylines that I'm going to completely ignore. Why? Because it is based upon a globe. We can't use the day-night cycle within the game because it's not designed for a flat Earth, clearly. I'm going to be cracking on with that in a minute. How I presumed before I did any research that the flat Earth day-night cycle worked was, if we have a look at the disk, like if I come a bit lower on the disk like this, that the sun would rise over here, it would go across the sky, and then it would go down and underneath, and then it would come out to the opposite side and go up and over again. And then the moon would do the same on the opposite side of the plane. I'm wrong. That isn't how the flat earthers see it. They actually see it more like this. My cursor now is going to be the sun, and the sun goes around the earth like this, illuminating the area that is directly underneath it. Admittedly, my circles are dreadful, but you get the idea that the sun goes around there, and I can go buy into the sun lighting up the bit that's underneath it. That makes some kind of sense. Okay, I can go with that. It's complete rubbish, but I can go with it. And then, of course, we've got the moon that would be following on the opposite side as well. Doesn't it go anywhere near explaining how day-night lunar cycles with half moons and full moons works? But I'm not even worrying about that. What I'm going to talk about is sunrise and sunset. Now, it goes without saying very clearly that the sun does set over the horizon. At some point, it's not that you can't see the sun anymore because it's too far away to see. It visibly dips over the horizon. There are thousands of sunset and moonrise images all over the internet that you can check out. You can go and take these with your own camera. You can go and watch these things. Don't watch the sunset with binoculars, but you can physically see these things happening. You don't need to be a scientist. What we're going to do is we're going to have a fake sun. Now down here somewhere, there we are, I made a fake sun. And this is the fake sun made out of Avania's containers, and I've used the yellow ones because it's a sun, okay? Admittedly, this should be three-dimensional, and it's not. It's kind of a flat sun. I'm not trying to prove whether the sun is flat or not. I just want something vaguely round in the sky and yellow. And so that's what we have, vaguely round and vaguely yellow. And that's what we have. And I'm going to come down here and we pretend that we are, there we go, we're midday. We're looking up at the sun. It's directly overhead and it's vague. Get into shot. There we go. It's vaguely round and it's vaguely directly overhead. It's midday. And then the whole sun, well, the sun moves. I'm not sure if the sun moves or the earth spins away from it. But either way, the sun moves away from us. And as it goes further away from us, it gets lower and lower in the horizon. See? As it's slowly setting, isn't it? It's definitely getting closer to the horizon. The thing is, we are at ground level. We know that the only way that can set over the horizon is if it dips down over the edge of the disc. It won't ever drop completely. I'm just going to keep going away. At some point this is going to pop out because the game has a draw distance for props, much as all games have a draw distance for props, and it will pop out. But when it pops out, it will still be substantially above the horizon. Now the sun, as seen by flat earthers, is about 2,000 miles up in the sky. So it's not like it's 20 miles up in the sky and it may dip underneath a hill. 2,000 miles is a long way up. You're going to need a big hill or mountain. I'm just going to keep moving around. And the further we go back, it's not getting any closer to that horizon, really. It's slowly getting closer to the horizon, but we're not going to get there. We're never going to get to the horizon. That sun is never going to set any lower. See how far there we go. It's now popped out. There we go. That's as far as we can get. And we are, distance-wise, the sun, where do we have the sun? So there we go. The sun is here. The sun is there, and we got across to North America. So that's far enough away. That is far enough away. That sun is never going to set. And the sun doesn't set, well, that's an undeniable fact that the sun definitely does set. And we have ourselves proof that the flat earth theory just doesn't stack up. There are other ways, of course, of disproving it. I'm not going to do those today. You feel free to mention all these things as much as you like in the comments. Frankly, I don't care. I don't care. Fill it up, flame it out, enjoy yourselves, discuss and enjoy. But I'm done. I think I've proven it. I've spent enough time doing this. Can't believe I've spent over an hour building a flat earth. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me Monday to Saturday for What's Map, where we try and find you the best map for your next city build. And we'll do loads of tutorials as well. I've been Bon Bon B, you've been very, very welcome, and thanks for watching.